If they weren't there, what would we do? I think there'd be a lot of very despondent people. Yes, I trust Weave completely, and I have complete confidence that they'll do the right thing by my kids. And my feelings are out in the community. That's how they feel as well.
And your wings in the sky tonight. I'm sitting on a rock and watching heron fly.
Who would the kids go to for advice and help? Will they get into trouble? Would they start misbehaving? Would they take drugs? I mean, you can either have construction or destruction, and Weave builds on the construction, not the destruction of the human being.
Like a 9 to 5 job, don't mean 9 to 5 with them, you know, it's forever, you know. My kids will welcome me, you know, my grandkids, my great-grandkids. They felt really welcome me, you know, that's what I wanted for them, you know, to make themselves feel comfortable. All these girls that come here today, they were all there since they were little fellas. All them young girls with babies now.
Back in the day, they had a girls' dance group. Me and my sister were the youngest. We would perform at like all the community things that were happening. That was the only place I felt a belonging to. The suburbs changed, people changed, friends died, and the girls' centre never changed.
I've never seen it before, actually. The relationships with the families, auntie, uncle, kiss, hug, laughing, joking. A family's not going to tell you personal stuff and trauma that's going on in their life easily, any family, let alone an Aboriginal family, but I've seen it.
Learning and listening goes both ways. To actually have them listen to us and cater to what we need in our community. Not many organisations ask you what you would like to see your generations of children have in your community. I'm like 42, a grandmother of 6. I've got a 26-year-old and 24-year-old son, and they went to Weave. So that explains how long I've been a part of Weave, and I still go to Weave.
And those warm summer nights, sleeping in.
There's a lot of negativity growing up in the years that I grew up as a kid. In Redfern it was known for, you know, a no-go zone. Now you can just see, you know, years later, the positives that have come out of this community, the services, the changes, the networks of other services, you know, connecting together, networking together, better relationship with Redfern Police, having them on board, and just the community working together as a whole.
I first walked into Weave when I was 13. I wasn't too much of a good kid. I was an angel. I've got my licence now, never held my licence. They helped me with my housing, and because I just got out of jail. 20-something years and the door's still open for me, you know what I mean? Like, I felt proud of myself, like even today, like I hear from me dad, my mum, my girlfriend, her family, and nearly most of the people at Weaves. When they see that photo, like me holding my peas up, they like high-five me, like, good on you, you know what I mean? Like, that's just more goals for me to stay out of jail, you know?
One of the workers said to me, it's that place at Waterloo Park that looks like a space station. So that was appealing. They say to me I'm part of the family, which makes me feel comfortable. I'm free of drugs and alcohol pretty much now.
We're young and so we make mistakes, and we need someone that understands that, and they do.
A lot of my family members have, you know, suffered from like schizophrenia or like high drug abuse. You know, for us being young Indigenous kids, it's very difficult for us to actually find, like, do they really love us? Do they really care? Where do I fit in the world? You know, stuff like that. So it was challenging, but you know, the best thing for us was knowing that we had each other at that young age. Once we all got in that Cool Kids Club bus, it was like Ashes, we're all together.
They've always been there for me at the end of the day. If I need them, I know they're always going to be there for me. Just my experience with them I've had in my past and stuff, that's why I trust them.
I feel comfortable with going to Weave because they know me and they know my family. They're in with the community. Like, I don't mean to sound a bit racist, but it's not like you're going in there like you're a one-out black person talking to a bunch of white people that don't know where you're coming from. It doesn't matter what nationality you are, everyone's been in the same boat.
Our underlying philosophy, I think, and our values are that our clients are the experts of their own lives. They know what they've been through, they know what they need, and we're there to walk alongside of them to help them achieve that. We don't think that we have the answers for everybody. We believe that they have the answers inside of themselves. Young people want to have a voice and they want people to hear what they have to say, and they have a lot to say. So I think one of the most important things that we do at Weave is to give them that platform to be able to have their voice heard, and we make sure that we listen and that we take the things that they tell us and that we move forward.
Everybody goes through tough times. It's not just yourself, it's a shared experience, and it's really good to know that there are services out there like Weave to help you when you are going through those tough times. The great thing about Weave is that they have so many different programs and there's so many different ways of accessing that support. I think one of the biggest things I've gotten out of it is just that sense of connection and the importance that has in overcoming those tough times, and knowing that you aren't alone and that there are other people there that will always be there to like have your back, I guess.
When the family breaks down, you know, sometimes you just need that outside help to regain your momentum again, get it going, yeah. And that's what it's all about, is you work with them, they will work with you, and the family unit is saved and it's made stronger. Well, it has been in my experience with my family. It's like, to me, Weave is like a second mother to my children. It's a second family to my children.
There are families that are not just looking after their own, they're looking after other sisters, kids, cousins, all of that, and it is draining. One thing I love about Weave, and they've always had it, is as soon as you walk in the door, there's a big lounge. There's times where I've just walked in and not even walked around to the lounge. I've just got to the side and switched in it, you know, and that's just pressures of life.
You know, they understood where I was coming from, and, you know, respecting who I am at the end of the day, and, you know, supporting me within my culture and my background, and, you know, having an understanding. I think that was the significance of me and we building a relationship.
The rewards just outweigh the negative and hard stuff 100 times over, because we're dealing with phenomenal women every day who are living in crazy situations and are just amazing mothers, still going through life successfully, constantly just inspiring us as workers, and we're the lucky ones.
You be proud of you, put your head up high and say, yes, I'm proud. And Weave was one place that they could trust, I could go home and feel comfortable, clean up, wash the clothes. If it wasn't for Weave, I would have had a nervous breakdown. I probably wouldn't have been around.
I believe that teenage years are fraught with danger. When I was 75, my son's relationship collapsed and I was given custody of my 4 grandchildren. So I didn't know how I was going to manage, but I loved the children dearly and I definitely wanted them. I didn't want them to go into any institution. I don't want my grandchildren to be on the dole, and I want them to have a good education. I want them to be well-rounded, healthy, happy people, and I feel with Cool Kids and Weave, they help them in these areas. They picked up the kids after school, encouraged them to speak out. They built up their children's self-confidence. It's good advice, it's everything.
I enjoy like a lot of public speaking and stuff like that, and I think I wouldn't have had that confidence if Cool Kids Club wasn't there to teach me, like, you know, you can step out of that box and you can do whatever you want if you set your mind to it, believe in whatever you can do. They've always just emphasised the fact that they were always there for me.
How can I say, we don't work from a textbook. We're a holistic, strength-based approach, and that's what's good about Weave. Weave's kind of like a family. Even our office is completely different to a normal service. You know, you walk in there, some services are very, how can I say it, sterile, but our office is very open, free.
Youth services, they were always there, pimping the horn, banging the door down, like all your appointments and stuff, they always made sure we got there. Like, even if we were late, as long as we got there, you know, like, it was because of Weave. I've changed my life, around, because I used to use heroin and cocaine, and if it wasn't for them I'd probably be dead or in my grave. It's been 11 years now since I've used any sort of drug. I'm proud of myself because I've got 2 kids now, I've got a house, I've got a life, I've got a family.
For them to turn around and still 15, 16 years later open the doors for 30-year-old men, you know, like, there's nothing I could say, like, except for thanks, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, now I'm driving around legit. I've never held my licence except driving around stolen cars. Like, I smile when I cruise past a cop car, you know what I mean? Because I've never done it, you know, I was like that.
It took me 20 years of my life to realise that I don't need that in my life. I'm better off without, drugs and alcohol, and it made me the person who I am today, and I wouldn't be the person who I am without the support or, the encouragement and the empowerment that Weave encourages us to continue to do. Yes, thank you.
Life is a roller coaster ride. You go up and down, you have your good moments, but Weave always brings you home. It's like home base, and it helps support you and guide you on your journey.
I know that when my daughter is 18 or whatever, she will definitely be going there. That's definitely my purpose. I want to give her the right living skills and tools. If she's in trouble, she knows where to go. And I feel like I was really blessed to know where to go and have the Girls Centre in my life at the time that they were in it.
I do recommend Weave to my friends, and Weave has known my family since my nan. So they're like, yeah, so like they are like family to me. Now that I'm here, I'm sort of like, I guess, carrying it on.
It started with a hope, a dream. 2, reality took over everything. Wake up, it's time to go. Wake up, go on by your own. Chasing my dreams, oh, I thought that it'd be hard. The stars are so close, they're not so very far. And the stars and the moons agree with me too, that the light shines on me like it shines on you. And the path that I'll choose will always be bright, 'cause the light shines on me like it shines on you.